All right, Beatles Come Together. Very, very famous bass line. You are going to love playing this bass. It's very addictive. You're going to play it over and over and over again. I can't remember who actually played this bass line. Some dude that's in the Beatles. I don't know. Just kidding. Paul McCartney bass line. Fantastic. Anyway, I am Finbar of Finbar Bass. Okay, so what are those bass videos all about down when you click on the YouTube text box right there? Well, bass playing is kind of a time of discovery, you know? It's like an adventure. You're learning new stuff all the time. You're increasing your chops. You're getting better, right? So we need to practice bass. And when we're practicing, you know, and learning all these different techniques, like through these videos, why not make it fun, right? I mean, that's great. If you can actually get better on the bass, you know, and learn all these different songs or techniques or whatever, and, you know, and have fun doing it instead of just doing it through, you know, repetitious, you know, study, then that's a fantastic thing. Then that's fun. You're doing it through something that you love. You're doing it through music. And that makes it just so much easier to do and so much better. So don't forget, click on the clicker box right down there in the YouTube text box. I think it's really going to help you out. All right, so you're going to start off on the 5th fret of the A string. You hit that twice. And then you're going to slide all the way up to the 12th fret of the A string. Some people only slide to the 11th fret. From the studio version that I have, I detect that he's gone to the 12th, but either way, it's going to sound fine. So 2 on the 5th fret of the A string right here. And then you're going to slide all the way up to that 12th fret right there. Just like that. And then you're going to hit this 10th fret right here of the G string. And if you want, you can give that like a little quarter bend right there. Just a little tiny bend, or you can vibrato that right there. Give it a little bend and then bring it back down if you want. And then you're going to hit the 12th fret of the D string right here. So that all together slow. And then when you hit that, bring it down. And the little ornamentations I gave it in the beginning there, that I'm hammering on from the 10th fret to the 12th fret. So I'm only striking it once. My finger comes down percussively and hits that 12th fret and then pulls it off. So you got strike, percussive hit, and then pull off. When you pull it off, you're not going up, like away from the, well, you are going away from the bass, but you're not going away from the plane of the bass. You're not pushing your finger this way. It's actually going that way, and that's what, it's basically just like strumming. If I strum this right here with like a pick or my finger, same thing as the pull off, coming down here like that. So I have and go back down to that 12th fret right there. That's if you want to ornament this bass line, if you don't want to play it perfectly and just like how pristine how he did it. If you get bored with playing it over and over again, you want to spice it up a little bit. There's a lot of things you could do. You can hit a harmonic there or up here. That sounds really cool. I'm hitting this harmonic on the 7th fret. So you got just like that. What I'm doing, I'm hitting that harmonic on the 7th fret of the D and the G strings. And I'm plucking them both at the same time. Just like that. So when he sings Hair Down to His Knees, you're doing that part, which is 2 hits on the open A. Right? And then you're hitting the 10th fret of the D string. You can kind of give that a little quarter step bend if you want to. And then 12th fret of the A, and bring that down, slide that down. So you got do that 2 times, and then you resolve on that 3rd fret of the E string. So if I did that slow, just like that. Now you could do that here, right? Which keeps you really close to that 3rd fret of the E, which you need to hit. If you want to, that's the 5th fret I'm going to of the G, and then the 7th fret of the D. But it doesn't sound as nice, especially on my bass. This is a Cirrus, PV Cirrus, and it tends to be really twangy, even with the modifications I made to it to get the sound more like this. The thinner strings sound very, very, still kind of twangy and trebly, so I like to get the fatter sound. You can tell the difference. Go down for the fatter strings down here. It has a more buttery kind of sound, more like a McCartney sound. If you have a P bass or something like that, you could probably get away with using the thinner strings. When they sing Come Together, you're on the 2nd fret of the A string. Right, so you got 6 hits on that 2nd fret of the A string. And then to round off that measure, you got 2 hits on the open A. So, right, 2 on the open A. And then you got 4 hits on that 3rd fret of the E string, and then slide into 1 hit on the 5th fret. All together. Open, 3rd fret, bam. And then when you hit that staccato, just hit it and stop, because all the music stops right there. And in the breakdown part, you're going to be on the 5th fret of the A string. Basically doing 8th notes right there. And you got, so an 8th note is 8 notes to a measure. Like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And then you're going to do actually 4 measures of that. And then 4 measures on the 5th fret of the E string. So you got 5th fret of the A string, and then you're going to the 5th fret of the E string. Just like that. And at the end of the song, he's pretty much just droning on that 5th fret of the A string right there. I'm probably playing a little faster than you guys, but you get the idea. So to get my sound a little bit more like that kind of vintage McCartney sound that he has in this song, my bass tends to be very trebly and kind of twangy and modern sounding. So I switch my pickup to the front pickup only. So I have my selector switch right here. So if you have two depending on your bass, this is gonna sound totally different. But if you have like an active bass like this one is, and you have a selector switch, I put mine all the way up to this to the front pickup, neck pickup, to get a boomier sound, and then I roll back my treble and my mid range, like almost cut it out, because I have, if you have an equalizer on here, you have the cut, the boost and the cut. I cut them almost all the way. I even play a little bit further up over here to get that boomier sound. I have to adjust my bass quite a bit to get it to sound like it's kind of like an opposite. This is like the opposite. This bass wants to play like an opposite kind of. Not that this can't play that sound. I mean, this bass is very versatile, but and you might have, a Warwick or something like that, an active bass also that's similar to that, where you're gonna have to adjust it to be able to sound like that. If you have like a P bass or an old Gibson or something like that, you probably have no problem getting that sound. All right, Beatles song, Come Together, fantastic. Super, super fun bass line to play. I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to click on the YouTube text box right down there if you haven't yet, and get those lessons that aren't on YouTube. Other than that, you could always subscribe to Finbar Bass if you like. Tons of other videos on here. If you haven't been to the channel, I have over 200 song tutorials on there, and not just songs, but lots of other stuff too, themes and TV show themes and soundtrack music and all that kind of stuff. So go ahead and subscribe so that you will know when you're going to get the new stuff, and or you'll know when the new stuff comes out. And have fun with it, yo.